Welcome to another episode of Amy and the Neko Eat Stuff. I think that's what I should start calling this. Anyway, we have sugar cookie Hershey bar, which we were meant to do in the last random taste test haul thing, and I forgot. We got it this time. We have chocolate lovers Twinkies. We have International Delight Iced Coffee Oreo flavor.
Oh boy.
Made with real milk and cream.
I would be shocked if it didn't.
It's just like we dunked Oreo cookies in your iced coffee. That's what they're claiming anyway. We'll find out.
Yay.
And
Food.
that's not all. After the fiasco where the freezer got turned off and I had to throw everything away, I was able to go back to Walmart and get the two Van Leeuwen ice creams. We have dill pickle and Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm a little worried. And I think I mentioned previously, I like to watch a guy named Ashens. He's in Norwich, England. And a lot of times he goes to like Poundland and places like that, Tesco maybe, a couple others, and get the different frozen sandwiches and do taste tests on them. We have 4 different sandwiches. We have grilled chicken, cheeseburger, breaded chicken, and spicy chicken. So we're going to try them out. We got these from Family Dollar.
The cheeseburger one sounds familiar. I think I might have had that once.
I don't know.
They
were like $1.35 for each. And I thought, well, let's give them a try. So I guess we could do these last because we'll have to pause and go cook them and then because they're still frozen.
Yay.
So what do we want to start with?
Well, I guess start the coffee. Just get there out of the way.
Get the coffee out of the way. Okay.
Yeah, just in case it's not that good. Because. Oh shit! Oh no! It jizzed on you. It's with the same thing at the ketchup bottle the other day. Sometimes you shake something or you do something.
I can't tell yet.
Oh god.
Well, licking it off my palm tastes a little salty. Well, skin.
Yeah.
All right. Oreo iced coffee. Yeah. It's Oreo enough, I think.
Definitely got the proper smell to it.
And to go with it, let's have a chocolate Twinkie. It tastes Oreo enough for me.
Yeah, it's alright.
And it's not overly coffee.
Yeah.
I think that's one I could, tolerate.
Yeah.
And then we have the chocolate Twinkies, which will probably go well with this coffee, actually. Or am I going to set it? Because if I put it here, I'm going to knock it over.
Yeah.
Okay. They're dark enough chocolate cake that they kind of look Oreo-like.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be fine with the Oreo coffee. Are we going to be hopped up on sugar and caffeine?
Yeah,
pretty much. Okay, here we go. So they got like a chocolate cream inside a chocolate cake. Does it say limited edition?
I hope
no,
not.
it just says chocolate lovers.
Good. If it's limited edition, I'll fight someone. Because I really hate that. I'm gonna get one.
Oh, I thought maybe it would be limited edition because it came out right before Valentine's.
Yeah.
Or, well, first time we saw it was right before Valentine's.
Yeah.
Pretty good, actually. I like these better than regular Twinkie.
Yeah.
Do you think what's his name in Zombieland would like the chocolate Twinkie?
Yeah, probably.
It was an endless search for Twinkies.
Yeah. It was Tallahassee, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, because the other one was Columbus or whatever.
Yeah. In case you don't know who we're talking about, the guy that likes guns a lot more and wasted a whole bunch of ammo when he found it. Which I still think was kind of stupid. Like, you're in a zombie apocalypse and you find a whole bunch of guns, a whole briefcase, or no, a whole bag full of guns. And the first thing you do is waste ammo. What is wrong with you?
Should be shooting zombies.
Yeah. Also, the noise will attract zombies anyway, so. I mean,
Zombieland's a funny movie.
yeah.
It's what, like 20 years old now, isn't it?
No idea.
At least 15. It's over 15 because it came out while I was going to Rio.
Yeah.
And I graduated from there in 2010. So it came out at least 2008 or 9.
Mm.
So we're looking at 15, 16 years old movie.
Yeah.
It's worth seeing it. And
Yeah.
Zombieland 2 was good too. I enjoyed both of them quite a bit. You want some more of this?
Mm.
Set this back there so that I don't knock it over. Where I normally stash my drinks. Now let me have some tea. Because I don't know that the coffee flavor is going to go with the ice cream.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think anything will go with that ice cream. God damn.
Well, this
flavors.
company makes some very bizarre flavors. And this one I think was $1.50 because it was marked, it was clearance. And the other one was like $2.50, and they're normally about $5. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay full price for weird flavors that we might not like.
Yeah.
Can we do this first?
Yeah, maybe.
So that I don't forget because it's here and I keep moving it around. All right, this is the sugar cookie flavored Hershey bar. Oh, how nice. It's already broken in half.
Yay.
So basically, it's the white chocolate and it's got little red and green cookie bits in it.
God damn it. I hate when this happens. You
And the
get.
tough stick, yeah.
Yep. Takes you
Try
forever
not to get it all over my bed.
It takes forever to get it all out of the thing.
It's just as you would expect. Tastes like white chocolate with cookie bits in it.
Yeah.
It's okay. White chocolate's one of those things that sometimes it's just too sweet.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want more than half a candy bar of this at any one time.
Yeah.
I think the wrapper's cute with the little snowflake cookie on it. I like that shade of blue. It's cute how on the ends it's got little Christmas trees and hearts and stars and bells, and I like the packaging.
Yeah.
You can tell it's cold. It's snapping.
Yeah.
It's all right. If you like white chocolate, you'll probably enjoy it. I don't necessarily know that it's sugar cookie flavor, but it's not the standard cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Because they're not chocolate cookie bits. They're just regular cookie bits. I don't know. They're fine. Didn't they do sugar cookie Hershey's Kisses last year? I think you
Maybe.
tried them.
Probably.
If you've had those, it's the same thing. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to read the carton.
Oh fuck.
I don't know if it's their slogan. Yeah, it must be their slogan. Okay, so apparently it's French ice cream.
Huh.
And the tagline or slogan or whatever says, "A life without anything good is bad."
I don't know when you think about it, yeah.
And it says it on both of them. So I managed to poke a hole through the lid. That's good.
Oh shit.
Oh well. Oh my gosh. It is absolutely the color of Kraft mac and cheese. They nailed the color.
Yeah.
Nothing in edible should be this color. Nothing natural is this color.
Yeah.
This is absolutely Kraft mac and cheese orange. I cannot. There we go. Say I can't get it to peel, but finally. Okay. It's a fairly soft ice cream, considering it's been sitting in the freezer for a while.
Yeah.
That's a no. Salty.
That is not what ice cream should be.
I was not expecting it to be salty, but it's salty like the mac and cheese. For me, it's a no. I thought maybe mac and cheese might work because you got milk and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Ice cream is made with milk. You know, I knew it would be a little off, but this is salty. I think it's the saltiness that's putting me off.
Maybe.
So, what am I going to think about dill pickle?
Oh God.
There's got to be something to the whole dill pickles and ice cream thing.
Yeah.
So, dill pickle ice cream.
I mean, it's okay. It's not like the worst thing I've ever eaten.
I don't care for that. Not for me.
Nope.
You're welcome to it.
I just gotta see how bad the pickle is. Oh, jeez.
And then we'll have burgers and chicken sandwiches to cleanse our palate.
Yeah.
It's a weird color. But they've got like mustard flavor. They had Grey Poupon mustard flavor. They had
Weird ketchup flavor.
Weird colors. They may have one. I don't know.
I mean, if you're gonna go that insane and make like macaroni and cheese and dill pickle and everything else, get ketchup if you haven't already, because ooh,
So this has like a swirl in it.
oh boy. Oh, it smells like pickle. Well,
I'll have to take your word for it. I can't smell it.
yeah, because the mac and cheese didn't really smell like much, but the pickle, I can smell the pickle in it.
That's weird. That's weird. I like it better than the mac and cheese one. But then I'm a pickle fiend, so
Yeah.
I love dill pickles.
Yeah, I don't mind pickles either.
Now, It's got a pickle flavor, but I don't know that's necessarily dill pickle.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not crazy about like bread and butter pickles or sweet pickles. To me, they're too sweet. And I think the sweetness of the ice cream mixing with the tartness of a dill pickle is going towards bread and butter or
Yeah.
sweet pickle and less dill pickle. It's weird.
Yeah.
I could maybe eat that one more than the other one.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that mac and cheese one because it was so damn salty.
Yeah.
Ah. This I think I could deal with, but I would rather have a carton of ice cream and a jar of pickles,
Yeah.
and not necessarily at the same time.
Yeah.
I wasn't a pickles and ice cream person.
Huh.
You know what I craved?
Eh.
Mashed potatoes and mac and cheese.
Oh boy.
When I was pregnant with you, I wanted carbs. Carbs, 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 carbs. And it's weird. I wanted Long John Silver's fish.
Huh.
And if I heard even the word garlic or smelled it or tasted it, I felt so sick. But just hearing the word, I felt so sick. Garlic was a no, which is weird because I love garlic.
Yeah.
And but then, like the next two pregnancies, which unfortunately ended in miscarriages, all I wanted was Long John Silver's.
Huh.
That first 3 months, I wanted Long John Silver's. And unfortunately, the miscarriages happened right at 3 months.
Yeah.
Just in time for us to say, hey, everybody, we're expecting. And like the next day, nothing.
Yeah.
It was not good. But, it's one of those things. You don't know when it's going to happen or who it's going to happen to.
Yeah.
I was lucky that you made it.
Yeah.
Lord, you gave me enough grief. I spent so much time off work because of migraines. Because the job I did, I worked at Panasonic at the time, and we were on a line that made the projection tubes for the big screen TVs, which are now obsolete because everything's flat screen. And they had just put in a flat screen line, or were putting in a flat screen line when things happened and I was no longer working there.
Yeah.
But I was an inspector, and we would put the bulb in the booth and step on basically like a gas pedal, like in the car. It worked the same way. And we'd step on it, and a light would go up inside the tube and light it up. And I had to identify, I was the close inspection person. I had to identify what the defects were and determine whether they were within tolerance or not. And I had two other people working on the platform with me who just determined if there was a defect. And then I had to take them and look at them closer. Well, the lights going on and off would trigger migraines, and I was miserable. But I only got sick twice. One time in a Meyer store, threw up in front of a jeans display. And I went, and I was like, do you have a mop? I just threw up over here. I need to clean it up. And they're like, are you okay? Are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Just pregnant.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were bending over backwards trying to make sure I was okay and that I wasn't going to be upset or anything. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's just, when it happens, it happens. The other time was in the parking lot of a White Castle on the way in.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So what did I do to settle my stomach? I ate White Castles. It worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gave me some grief, bud.
Yeah.
And the other thing that he did is they had me for a while going every week for an ultrasound and fetal monitor because they considered me high risk because of my blood pressure. And they asked me, first ultrasound, do you want to know the sex of the baby? And I said, no, I want to be surprised. This one, after they played chase with him for a while, because every time they get the thing get the monitor close to him, he'd move. So it's like, well, obviously he's doing okay. He's very active. Like, yes, I know. And then they were doing the ultrasound. They put what's that thing called? Transducer. They put that down on my belly. And they said, do you want to know? And I said, no. And wouldn't you know it, he's sitting there with his legs spread open. And I'm like, yep, it's a boy. There was no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Unless you had 3 legs. Now that would be bizarre. And in my world, I'm surprised that's not what happened. Anyway. Yeah, he was ornery even before he came out. So what are your pronouns now? What are you? Are you he, she, it, they?
No
them,
idea.
He, him, his, she, her, hers, they, them, theirs. It. I mean, you're a cat, you could be an it.
Probably. I don't know.
That one training segment I did, we had to do our annual training stuff and we got to pick a couple modules. I did one on transgender, blah, 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 blah. I can't even say the word anymore. Transgender affirming care or something to that effect in intellectual and developmentally disabled populations. And she said, don't ask what are your preferred pronouns, just say what are your pronouns. You're asking the same question, but you're making it more inclusive. Instead of making the person feel like they are, something's wrong. What are your preferred pronouns? Just, what are your pronouns?
Yeah.
That's the easiest little thing, and I never thought about it.
Yeah.
But just taking that one word out just changes the tone of the question. It's the same question. You're still asking.
Yeah.
How does the person wish to be addressed? How does that person identify? But just by taking the word preferred out, it just changes the whole tone. And I thought that was very interesting. And you said you're gender fluid, non-binary.
Yeah.
And she showed a picture of 2 umbrellas. And under the transgender one, it did have the gender fluid and non-binary. Even though, and they were small compared to some of the other things. Because I guess you are kind of, trans means across. So you're kind of going across the genders. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
When you think about it. And then the other umbrella was gender nonconforming or something. And they said that's a negative connotation. We probably should not use gender nonconforming, but to use, what was the phrase she used? I can't remember now. Shoot. There was another term she used, and it basically meant the same thing, but it was a nicer way of saying it. Because saying non-conforming makes it sound like you're doing something wrong or something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Gender diverse, that's what it was. And okay then, gender diverse. That is a much friendlier way of saying it. So I thought that was very interesting. Now the module I did about anxiety in intellectual and developmentally disabled populations, the guy was speaking way over my head. It was as if he was doing a graduate seminar.
Oh, God.
in psychiatry or psychology, and I'm just a layperson. I don't know all that stuff. So I felt like he was talking up here, and I'm like here. I have some psychology classes, but we never talked about that kind of stuff. It was just, I don't know, just very basic general stuff. And this is very specific. And then he didn't even talk about the developmentally disabled. He only talked about intellectually disabled. Now, theoretically, your intellectually disabled are also developmentally disabled, but not all developmentally disabled fall under intellectually disabled. It's a fine line, but it was very interesting what I could understand of it, but a lot of it I couldn't understand. He was talking so far past where I was, my level of expertise or lack thereof. But anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. And I did a module on adaptive technology, and I thought, wow, some of these things are really cool and they're great for everybody. It doesn't have to be just somebody who happens to have whatever developmental or intellectual disability. Anybody could use these things and it would benefit everybody. And I thought it was very interesting, some of the technologies they have come up with. And part of it, a lot of people have in their homes, it's the smart home technology where you can say, you know, I don't want to say the A word because it will trigger other people's devices.
That would be hilarious.
It might trigger my Kindle if it's listening.
That'd be hilarious.
But, you know,
or the same thing with Windows and
the
Microsoft.
A-name that does the virtual stuff.
If you think about it, even a computer that has Cortana in it could be the same thing.
This might hear you. It's an HP. It might have, and it runs Windows. Microsoft.
Oh boy.
Cortana.
Well,
hell, I said that one. Now you might as well say Alexa.
Yep. Or whatever that Google one is. I
don't know what the Google one is.
I don't know.
Apple has Siri.
Yeah.
But
now we're just treating everybody's phones and tablets.
Echo. Is that Google?
I think so. Yeah. I think
Okay, now that we've triggered everybody, yeah, the smart home technology is great for everyone.
Yeah.
But in particular, if for some reason you are unable to do certain things, like maybe it's difficult for you to turn on or off a light switch.
Yeah.
And then you could say, device name, turn on the lights.
Yeah.
Or device name, adjust the thermostat. Or device name, turn on some music. And, you know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that would be very helpful for a huge segment of the population.
Yeah.
Whether you have any form of disability or not.
I mean, you could just be really busy and not have time to constantly press buttons and do everything else.
And there was some other things. There was a map app that looked really neat. And it was geared toward people who, I want to say they were talking about people with autism when they were talking about that one. But I would imagine that would be like a mild autism rather than a more severe form of autism. But
probably.
So that people could understand better how to get from point A to point B. Yeah. And it would also have a tracking device so that you could be in contact with a caregiver or a parent or guardian or whatever, and they can track where you're at, as well as it's giving you directions that are geared toward your understanding level.
Like left and right and that sort
like
of thing.
You may not know left and right, but it might say, go up to the corner where there's a blue house. Instead of go north, go up to where the blue house is and
Yeah, 'cause
turn
I don't even know
or
what.
whatever.
I don't even
And
know what direction north, south, east, west is. It just blows my mind.
I'm directionally challenged, so
Yeah.
that would be good for somebody like me.
And like if you give me
And
like if I know a certain area or know what to look for, yeah,
probably ought to go cook these so we can move on.
yeah. But most of the time, just like, okay, what's north? Even in games like Skyrim or something, I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I
What?
get lost in video games all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, for best results, heat from frozen, remove from box, open one end of wrapper, microwave on high, 70 to 80 seconds. Let rest 1 minute prior to serving. Ooh, 410 calories for just a little dinky burger.
Oh shit.
Does it have anything with it? No, apparently it's just a bun, a little meat patty, and a little piece of cheese. Okay. That's one of the things that he always looks at is what comes with it. Are there any sauces? And he always tries it just as it is out of the box.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go warm these up real quick. I'm gonna pause. So when I come back, we'll have some sandwiches to try.
Yay.
Oh, I guess I just started recording again. I didn't even press the button; it started back up.
Yay.
Okay, we're back. Did you miss us? We're gonna start with the cheeseburger because that's the first one I pulled out. See if I can let this open more. So it's just, bun, a little meat patty, a little bit of cheese, no condiments or anything, no veg.
Mm.
Okay, here's some for you. Mm. Is this gonna start up again? I was trying to eat my dinner last night while I was at work, and every time I'd go to take a bite, I'd start coughing.
Oh boy.
Here, I get ready to take a bite, I start coughing. What in the world? I have to get that little tickle in my throat, and I can't. I don't know. Well, how is it?
No idea.
Not as I expected. Kind of bland.
Yeah.
But if you just need a quick snack, it's fine.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's edible.
And if you absolutely have to, if you have any ketchup, mustard, or something like that, any sort of condiments to put on it, you could do that.
For what it is, the most basic burger is fine.
Mm.
It's a suitable snack. If you were going to make a meal, I'd go for a better quality burger. Um, it's got a little bit of flavor. It's not like overpowering flavor. Kind of bland. And if you get a glob of cheese, you're golden. The cheese is actually pretty decent
Mm.
for an American style cheese. Processed cheese food. Do you want grilled chicken or breaded chicken next? I'm kind of
Yeah.
thinking grilled.
Yeah, I guess that.
Okay.
Well, it's all gonna be eaten anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are nice little boxes I can use to make tags and things for my journal. Plain broiled chicken breast patty with rib meat and cheese on a bun. Okay.
Huh.
Like, what's this stuff all over? It's got like a white cheese. So I guess the Swiss version of American cheese.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go. Sticky cheese.
Oh, at least this one's got smell. The other one doesn't.
Mm.
Oh, it's not as much.
It's just a little chicken patty with cheese on a bun. It actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got some decent chicken flavor. I kind of think I would rank this one over the cheeseburger a little bit.
Mm.
Just flavor-wise, it's got a little bit more. That would definitely be a good snack.
Mm.
Breaded chicken breast patty with rib meat on a bun.
Huh.
No cheese. No cheese, just breaded chicken. And, I mean, it's as you would expect. I need to get a better knife.
Yeah.
Meh. It needs the cheese. Or something. I would say grab that mango habanero sauce and we could dunk it, but I don't want to waste the sauce.
Yeah.
I'll save that for when we do shrimp.
Eh.
I like the mango habanero sauce that you get with your wings from Domino's. Good stuff. This is even more bland than the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And I truly think it's because it doesn't have any cheese. It's just plain and boring.
Yeah.
This right now, this is the bottom one.
Yeah.
Then the cheeseburger, then the grilled chicken. Let's hope the spicy chicken saves it.
Yep.
Yeah, this needs something. It is boring.
Yeah.
I'd say pay a little bit more and go to McDonald's and get a McChicken.
Yeah.
Because then at least you get mayonnaise and lettuce.
If you want those anyway. But even the food itself.
But the chicken is better.
Yeah.
It has flavor.
Yeah.
This has no flavor. It's like a pasty breading on just a boring bun. And the chicken doesn't taste like anything. It's like a paste burger. So that's definitely the least successful so far. Last one to try. Spicy chicken. Spicy breaded chicken breast patty with rib meat on a bun. It has more color.
Yeah.
It's, a darker brown. I can't tell which bun is supposed to be the top and which is supposed to be the bottom.
Who knows?
They look the same. So I hope this one's better. Oh, mine's all sliding apart. Get back on there.
Yes, the smell. It smells like food.
It's only slightly better than the plain.
Yeah.
I think they forgot to put the spicy.
Yeah.
It tastes slightly different.
Yeah.
So it's like they tried to do something with it, but they didn't give it. If you're going to call it spicy chicken, then give it some spice.
Yeah. There's only a tiny amount of spice there.
Yeah,
but
it's not.
to...
I wouldn't call this a spicy chicken.
Yeah.
You want a spicy chicken patty? Get the great value ones in the freezer section at Walmart. I got those one time because I thought, oh, we like spicy chicken. And now I'm starting to get a little something, but not much.
Mm.
I like spicy chicken sandwiches. I thought I could breathe fire after eating one of those. It was all I could do to finish my dinner. They were so spicy. If you want spicy, that's where you get the spicy. And this one's all right. I mean, it does have more flavor than the plain.
Yeah.
But just a little. I would like a little bit more oomph. If you're going to call it spicy chicken, put some spice there. What did I get all over my pants?
No idea.
I think it's cheese.
Yeah, probably.
From that grilled chicken. Because I cut it down here on my lap. That's probably what that is. Okay, so the order I would put them in. The worst of the four is the plain breaded chicken.
Yeah.
No flavor. Tastes like paste.
Yeah.
Then this one. Slightly more flavorful paste.
Yeah.
It's still not great. Not spicy enough to be called a spicy chicken.
Yeah.
Then I would say the cheeseburger, which actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And then I think for me, the best of the four was the grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Your chicken tasted like something. It had some cheese to give it a little bit more something.
It actually had fucking flavor.
It had some flavor.
Everything else, meh.
So all in all, I would say these sandwiches are fine for $1.35 or whatever. $1.35, $1.25. They might have them at Dollar Tree. Our Family Dollar down the street here is a Family Dollar / Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you'll find these at a regular Dollar Tree, but definitely Family Dollar. I'm calling them a Family Dollar thing because they were $1.35 instead of $1.25. But they're fine. And see, now I can use these boxes to make tags and journal cards. And somebody has asked about, what am I doing with the junk journal stuff? I have been printing off all kinds of digital stuff and cutting things out. And oh, wait, did I do? Better not throw that away just yet. Like here is things that are for journal cards. Here's some envelopes that I cut out and folded. Just a whole bunch of, there's some pockets in here. Just a bunch of various bits and pieces that will eventually come together in some journals.
Yeah.
These envelopes came from TLC Creates Vintage. She's got a Ko-Fi
Something like that.
shop. And she also has a couple groups on Facebook where if you are one of her followers, customers on Ko-Fi, coffee, whatever, I got an invitation because I bought something from her, and so I'm in her group, and she's sharing all kinds of free things that you can use as printables and what have you. This box is all tags. Can you see how full this is? It is full, and I just keep printing off more. These little tiny ones came from Rach and Bella. These came from TLC. I think these were Calico Collage. I think these are Tracy Fox. And these are from Seven Plaza. Her name's Margaret. She's from the Netherlands, and she has great videos. If you want to learn different ideas and techniques, she's a good one. Follow her on YouTube. Seven Plaza.
Oh, wow.
And so that's what I've been up to as far as the whole junk journal thing. I sit at work when there's downtime and look through the images on Facebook. Where did those other two boxes go? There's one.
This one?
No.
Oh, no.
These boxes.
There's...
I could show what's in that one. I mean, it's just like scrappy bits. This is a lot of scrappy stuff and a few fussy cuts. From Scrapbooking with Me, she has a Friday freebie every week, and there were a bunch of different calendar ones, so I cut out like the words for some of them. Some of them also had like these little strips with designs. I think this was from either June or July. You had like an nautical theme. There's some butterflies. A pickup truck full of sunflowers. A lot of those came from Scrapbooking with Me, and some of them came from, I don't remember whose these are offhand. I don't know. I have several that I like to go to, but I got a couple really neat Halloween ones. I like the skulls in a jar. I want to say Shabby Dabby Doodah had the stars, but I'm not sure if those are hers. Somebody did a sheet of different size stars for like 4th of July and Christmas, and this is a Christmas one because it's got holly on it. So this box is just kind of miscellaneous odds and ends. And this is from one of the December ones. It's got a blue poinsettia on it. November was pretty purple. This was, I think, July because it's patriotic looking. And some of it is just, there was a good sized chunk of like, this looks like clouds almost. It's just mottled paper. This is kind of marbly looking. So I just cut out the big chunks that I thought I could use in collage or what have you. And most of what's in this box is probably going to end up being used in collage. Some of the fussy cut things will probably be used elsewhere, but like the big chunks of just colored paper will probably go into collages. But these little cases I found at Dollar Tree have really come in handy. I'd like to get some more of them, but they didn't have any on display the last time I was in. So that makes me think they're probably out and not getting them again. Which is sad because they're so cool. Is there another one of the sandwich boxes? 1, 2, 3. There should be another one. Anyway, that's all I got, really. You have anything? Okay, well, Mew. I guess that's it for now. We'll see you in whatever the next video may be. Don't have anything planned offhand. I don't know. We'll see what we get into today. Maybe we'll find something while we're out and about. We want to get out, get done, and get back before bad weather moves in, because they are saying winter weather advisory tonight.
Yeah.
Up to 1 to 3 inches possible.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The only thing
I am not a fan of snow.
Yeah, the only good thing about snow is when you get to take pictures of it, like on like treetops and things like that.
Oh, I like looking at it. I don't want to be in it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, taking pictures of it is fine. Everything else is shit.
I really don't want to be out in it. So our goal is to get out, get done, get back before all that nonsense. And apparently the time frame, the target time frame is 7 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Oh, God. Let's see.
Daytona 500 is on Sunday.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah.
I don't know very many of the drivers anymore.
Yeah. That's the thing.
All the old guys are retiring.
You know, all the people that I would know, I'm just like...
Oh, Jimmy Johnson raced his way in.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know for sure.
Yeah. I don't even know who anybody is anymore.
There's a lot of young guys. I think Joey Logano got the pole.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the few. Let's see.
I don't know. Tony Stewart's not racing anymore.
Tony Stewart's gone.
He does broadcast. Jeff Gordon's not even going to be in the broadcast booth for the 500. He's doing something else.
Damn.
So they've got somebody else covering.
Harvick is...
I don't know what Harvick's up to.
Yeah.
I've kind of lost touch with it. I mean, I used to really enjoy it, but I've kind of lost touch.
I mean, after a while, watching the same group of people going in a fucking circle or a square or triangle, whatever the shape of the day is, it's...
Oval.
That too.
Or tri-oval.
That too. But yeah, like after a while, I'm just like, really? This is exciting? How exactly?
You know how many times I turn the race on? Gentlemen, start your engines.
Yeah.
And I wake up for the end.
Yeah.
You can miss the middle of the race and usually not miss much.
Yeah.
Now, there was the one year where it became the 24 hours of the Daytona 500. Literally.
Yeah.
That was, they had a rain delay.
Oh, boy.
They got the track dry. They started the race. It started raining again. One of the dryers caught fire. The track was on fire.
God.
So they had to put the track out. It was just one thing after another. It was crazy that night. They finally got the race done. They ran it under the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that night was crazy. And it was really late by the time they finished. And they kept saying, if we can get past halfway, we can call the race if it rains again.
Yeah.
They had to red flag it for so many different things. There was more time under red flag condition than there was racing condition.
Oh, boy.
That night. It was insane. It's more fun to be at the race in person.
Yeah.
I will say that much. I did get to go to one race. And it was fun. We went to the Brickyard. Indy.
Yeah.
Brickyard 400. And Tony Stewart won that day.
Huh.
And after he won, they asked him, how he felt. And he says, now I can die happy.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even though he never won Daytona, but
Yeah.
he got to win the Brickyard. He's an Indiana boy, so.
Makes sense.
They keep trying to say Jeff Gordon's an Indiana boy. He's from frickin' California.
Ha!
He lived a little bit of time in Indiana. That doesn't make him an Indiana boy.
Yeah.
He is not a Midwesterner. He is a California boy.
Yeah.
Tony Stewart, born and raised in Indiana.
Yeah.
He's Indiana. He's a Midwesterner.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway. This one's almost an hour, dude.
Huh.
I didn't realize we had that much stuff to eat.
God damn. And now we're just yakking on about
No,
random
now we're
shit.
yakking. Yak, yak, yak. Yakety yak.
Goddamn NASCAR.
I haven't talked about NASCAR in quite some time.
Yeah.
But my client mentioned Daytona 500 and wanted to know what time the race started. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I forgot it was this weekend.
I don't even follow most of the...
So we looked it up.
Yeah.
Coverage starts at 2:30.
Oh boy.
It's being broadcast on Fox.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, they've been doing the Daytona 500 for years.
Yeah. I think they did most of the races, honestly, for the whole year. The whole season.
I think they have the contract like for the first half of the season, and the second half I think is NBC.
Maybe.
That's how it used to be anyway. I haven't really followed it in a while.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't even have a pick for who I want to win because I don't even know who else driving.
Yeah.
I don't have a driver anymore.
Yeah.
Every time I pick a driver, they retire.
Yeah. Well, that's how it pretty much is.
I mean, the first driver I picked was Ernie Irvan, and that's only, well, two reasons. One, I thought the paint scheme of his car was cool because he's the one that had the M&Ms and Skittles and all that.
Yeah.
Before Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
That and when I used to work at the one bookstore, the two co-assistant managers were huge Ernie Irvan fans, so I knew the name.
Yeah.
Then I ended up married to a Dale Earnhardt fan.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is I had no idea who Dale Earnhardt was.
Yeah.
I knew who Ernie Irvan was.
Oh,
and I had heard of Jeff Gordon, but I had no idea who Dale Earnhardt was at the time.
Yeah.
Which is very strange considering how hugely popular he was.
Yeah, he was one of the legends.
So then Ernie Irvan retired, and I started following Dale Jr.
Yeah.
And then he's retired now. He does broadcast.
Yeah.
There for a while I was into Casey Mears too. And he
Yeah.
doesn't race NASCAR anymore, I don't think. I think he does. Does he do dune buggies now?
No idea.
I don't know. The Mears family, they do all the different racing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, his uncle was Rick Mears, who won the Indy 500 a couple times. And when I was meeting Casey Mears and getting my t-shirt signed, Rick Mears walked up into his trailer and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I didn't realize that's who it was at the time. Or I would have been like, "Can you sign my shirt too?"
Get the whole Mears family.
Get the whole Mears gang, come on!
Yeah.
But yeah, Casey Mears had the prettiest blue eyes. Oh, I'm an eye girl. He had the prettiest blue eyes. But he's like married with kids now, so.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They either retire because they're old and they can't do it anymore. It's bad on their bodies and their health and everything.
Well, that's why Junior stopped.
Yeah. That, or they have a family, they have kids, a wife, or they have girlfriends, whatever, and they can't do it because they have to take care of them.
A lot of these guys still race when they have families.
Yeah.
It's kind of a family sport.
If you think about it, I suppose.
I mean, okay, so Dale Jr. was not the first Earnhardt.
Yeah.
His dad drove.
Yep.
His grandfather drove.
Damn.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ralph Earnhardt. And then you had Dale Earnhardt. And then you had Dale Jr. But you also had his brother, Jeffrey?
Huh.
And his sister Kelly was involved in the sport.
Hmm.
She wasn't a driver, but Junior has said that she would have been a good choice to put in a car because she was a better driver than he was.
Damn.
And that's saying something because Junior was pretty good.
Yeah.
But women in the sport, they have a hard way to go.
Yeah.
And she went on the other side of things, doing business and management and all of that. Kerry, that's his brother. His nephew is Jeffrey. They both drive. So yeah, there's a whole legacy there.
Yeah.
Then you got like the Andrettis. There's a bunch of
yeah.
them. There's a bunch of Unsers. There's Nemechek, John Nemechek and his son, Joe Hunter. No, Joe. No, is it Joe Nemechek and John Hunter? That sounds more right.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Nemechek and his son John Hunter. Dave Blaney and his son Ryan.
Are the two Bushes related, Kyle and Kurt, or
brothers? Yep.
Huh.
So I mean, it's a family sport.
Yeah.
Martin Truex was brought into NASCAR kinda by Dale Jr., but his family had some racing ties already.
Huh.
But he and Dale Jr. ended up like playing video games together or something somehow online.
Huh.
And sparked a friendship, and Truex ended up eventually getting a ride. And
damn.
Yeah. And like the Andrettis, Mario's the big name.
Yeah.
But there's a Michael and there's a John, and I mean there's a whole handful of them. And Mario was best known for IndyCar, but he did drive the Daytona 500 a couple times.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Surprised I know so much crap, huh?
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about NASCAR until I met your dad.
Oh boy.
He corrupted me.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of out of it again, so.
Yeah.
Meh. I'll watch a race occasionally, but I don't know who any of the guys are anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And it's hard to stay interested if you don't know who you're watching.
Yeah.
Because the guys I watched are all of an age where they're retiring.
Yeah.
Well, okay, another family, the Jarretts. You had Ned Jarrett and then Dale Jarrett. So, yeah. Anyway, how did we get devolved into this whole NASCAR discussion?
No idea.
Anyway, I think we're going to end it here. Remember to do all the YouTube things, comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. I think we've got like 170 something people subscribed now. I just got 2 new subscribers in the last 24 hours. So that's pretty exciting. Hello to the new people. And hello to all of you who've been around. I mean, I'm just really excited that we're still a small channel, but we're growing.
Yeah.
And
I think mine just reached over 1,750, I think.
Yeah. That's because they want to see you be weird.
Yeah.
I'm not as weird as you.
Yeah.
I'm weird in different ways.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, we're small, but we're chugging right along.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see you in the next one, whatever it may be. I do know there's a couple Temu orders coming, and they're both really small.
Damn.
There's Foxu just renewed. There's probably going to be at least one more Japan crate. We'll keep doing snack crate for now. Till my year's up on that. Otherwise, I just don't know. What would y'all like to see? Tell me in the comments. Let me know what you're interested in. Maybe we'll come up with some ideas.
Yeah.
I can do some more personality quiz kind of things if you're interested in that. And they seem to be doing okay. They're not spectacular, but then they're kind of hanging in there with everything else. And they tend to be shorter videos. So if you like shorter videos, then I've got those. If you like longer videos, then it's hauls and taste tests.
You can try Inspirobot at some point. Because that shit is just unhinged.
Oh, I watched your videos and I just cracked up. I have been playing with the Bing Copilot AI thing, making some designs and stuff. I'm in a free printables group on Facebook, so whatever I make there, I share for personal use only, not for commercial use. So if you use it, it's for private stuff, not for sale.
Yeah.
Because technically, I don't own the image.
Yeah.
Microsoft owns the image.
Oh boy.
Because their AI made it. Whatever. I don't care. But I can share it.
Yeah.
So I've done some alphabets and some other assorted pictures. I've made some pictures of bats.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
I mean, the way I see it, like when it comes to most AI, you have to use it through something else. It has to learn through images or music or some research, something fed into it. So, in a way, you don't really own whatever comes out of it because of that. So I guess that would make some sense as to why you can't do it commercially, given the fact that, oh, the references used here are this person or this person.
But I think it also depends on which program you use.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple people who sell their images.
Yeah. I mean, all the time on.
And they do the original through AI and then they enhance them somehow.
Yeah.
So whatever they edit, then it becomes their image and they can do what they want to it.
Makes sense. And I've seen a lot of AI things on DeviantArt. Like, it's taken over everything.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still truly art.
I don't know. I think it's the same thing with
it's fun to play with.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing with like music and video. And I've heard that the game Power World that came out recently basically is Pokemon with guns. At this point, a lot of it from I heard different things. I've heard that basically the character designs of the creatures were used with AI, and I've heard that most of the game was AI. So I'm like, if you can make a game like that with AI and have it outsell and be more popular than like Dota 2, which is one of the highest games on Steam right now, and some of the other highest played games on Steam, if you can make a game out of fucking nowhere and have it be as big as that is, there's something there. But I guess there's some court case going on between the people that made Power World and Nintendo because they claim that they're copying the designs of Pokemon. They used whatever. And if you look at it, yeah, it does look like Pokemon designs, but they're different in a way that, I don't know. The whole thing is just insane.
And this has gone on from the beginning of time, pretty much. There is always challenges to how much of a piece of art can you appropriate.
Yeah. If you think about it.
And I think you have to change like 60% of the image to then say it is now your image.
Yeah.
You cannot just say, oh, I like the picture of this piece of pizza. I'm going to stick it on a piece of paper. It's now mine. Yeah, no, whoever drew that piece of pizza It's their image.
Yeah.
Now, if you take it and then change it, at least I think it's 60%. It may have changed,
Maybe.
or I may have the wrong number in my head. But you have to change a significant amount for it then to become yours.
Yeah.
And even then, I mean, sampling in music.
Yep.
Right now, there's a big stink about Kanye West.
Oh boy.
Or he's now Ye. He's not formerly known as.
Oh God. He's getting dumber by the second. God damn it.
I have issues with him. He's anyway. There was a thing about this latest album he produced where he had asked.
Ozzy, I think it was.
Well, that's not the only one. There was it Donna Summer? I think he asked to sample a piece out of one of Donna Summer's songs. And her family said, no, absolutely not.
I don't blame him.
And he did it anyway.
Yeah.
And they are taking it to court.
Which is good.
I only found out about that part because there was a headline on Bing today about Apple Music took his album down because of disputes.
Yeah.
And it somehow now is back up. But anyway, that, and there's a music company that he breached their terms of service.
Oh, God.
Because they didn't want to support his album.
Yeah.
And yet he uploaded it through their thing anyway. And they were like, no, breach of terms of service.
Yeah.
And they booted him. And then there was the Ozzy thing where, again, he wanted to use a piece of a Black Sabbath song.
Oh, yeah.
And Ozzy said, no, because of your anti-Semitic stuff.
Yeah.
We don't support that. No, you cannot use my music. I don't want to have anything to do with you. And he turned around and used it anyway.
Yeah.
So if you ask for permission and you're told no, you do not have the right to go ahead and do it.
Exactly.
So, and okay, maybe he is changing it a little bit, but
not enough.
It's still identifiable as somebody else's piece of music.
That was kind of the same thing in a way with, like, Doom. Like, you could hear some of the songs in that and then reference them to other ones. Like, I think E1M1 at Doom's Gate, you could tell it's, I think, Master of Puppets in a way, but it's different enough.
As long as it's changed enough.
Yeah.
Metallica is very litigious.
Yeah.
So, if they think you're stealing from them, you're going to hear about it.
Yeah.
Hence, Napster being basically destroyed and revamped.
Yeah.
And recreated in a whole other way. Now it's a pay service.
Yeah.
Back when it was free and pirating everybody's music. Now, I'll admit, I used Napster a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also had a humongous CD collection.
Yeah.
So what I was doing, and this is how I feel it should have been used, and I get why it was used the way it was.
Yeah.
I would find out about an artist or a song, and I would download some of their stuff and listen to it, and if I liked it, then I would spend the money to buy their album.
Yeah, that's what I do.
To me, it was the same concept. If I listened to it on the radio, I liked it, now I'm going to look for it.
That's like me with video games. Like, if there is a game that I want to play, but I'm not sure if I'm going to play it enough.
The biggest issue was there were, especially on college campuses, people were downloading thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of songs.
Yeah.
And the artists weren't getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
And that's why the whole craziness about Napster came about.
Yeah.
And you had groups like Metallica saying, enough's enough, we want our money.
I agree.
It's our music, we deserve to be paid for it. And I totally get that.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also understand that college students don't have any money.
Yeah. That's the thing with me with video games. It's like there are so many games I want to play, but I can't because I don't have the money to, buy them. If I did have the money, you bet your ass I would. Like I've been playing Persona 3 Reload that came out recently, and as much as I love the original, I'm already loving this game. I've already got like a video or two planned to upload. I don't know when. I've had videos since like November, December. I still haven't uploaded yet because goddamn, I'm too lazy. But also, it's the same thing. Like I don't have the money to buy games constantly, especially not like $70 per game.
Yeah, now that they're $70, that's ridiculous.
And
but you know what? Back in the day,
yep,
the Atari 2600, when we first got that, games were like $40-$50.
Yeah, they've always been expensive.
And that's like your $70 today.
Yeah,
we were paying, if it was a new game, and it was an extraordinary amount of money.
Yeah.
And we didn't have money.
Yeah.
My dad was a farmer. We did not have money.
Yeah.
And then he started driving a truck. And it was after he started driving a truck that we were able to get the Atari in the first place.
Yeah.
But even then, he wasn't making that much money.
Yeah.
We were better off than we were when he was farming.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to worry about what's the weather going to do.
Oh, yeah.
He went to work in the morning, drove his truck, delivered his concrete blocks, and came home at night. So we were lucky that he had
more or less
a job where, well, it was family owned, but still.
Yeah.
Where he was home every night. He wasn't a long haul trucker. He was local. There was once or twice where like he had to take a truck up to Akron to be repaired and then drive a different truck home.
Yeah.
And a couple times he stayed over if if he only had that truck and whatever.
Yeah.
The one time, the company was owned by originally Uncle Roscoe. I don't think I ever knew Uncle Roscoe. I only knew Aunt Jessamine. Anyway, it was originally owned by him, and then the ownership ended up going to his kids, and it was cousin Larry that essentially was the main owner. Cousin Bob, I think, had partial owner, and I don't know if Darlene had anything or not. But the main person was cousin Larry, and see, Dad grew up with Bob and Larry, and so then when he decided that he was ready to, get out of farming, he went and worked at the block company. And, he drove a truck. Sometimes he ran the machines to make the block. The cubes and the whatevers. And he drove the lift truck and whatever else. So, he made good money. And he worked plenty of overtime. If he wanted it, he could have it. But he was pretty much home every night. And cousin Larry was a pilot as well. He had his own plane. So a couple of times he flew Dad up to Akron, and then Dad would drive the truck back.
Huh.
So that was kind of cool. But God, how did we get here?
No
These
idea.
Conversations have just like really gone crazy.
Yeah, we went from like fucking pirating music and Napster and all that shit to this, apparently.
We went from taste test to NASCAR to pirating music to
whatever
Dad drove a truck. And I've already done the spiel. Already said we were done 20 minutes ago.
That's the thing. It just goes on forever at this point.
I know. You get me off on a tangent and I'll just keep on yapping.
Yeah.
We're really going to go this time. I think. Maybe. Possibly.
Hopefully. Maybe.
It's still one of our shorter videos. It's only an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
anyway.
If we're thinking about like going.
We're thinking about heading out here in a few minutes so that we can get stuff done and get back.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in the next one, whatever it may be. Bye-bye.